My name's Kathy, and in 2015 I was diagnosed with a grade 3 HER2 positive breast cancer in the right breast, and at the time I was living in Port Clinton on the Yorke Peninsula. I lived a reasonably active life, I ate reasonably healthily, and I didn't think it was going to happen to me, and so yes, it was really scary. When you live in the country, you've got a lot of community support that you wouldn't have in the city. At the times when I was feeling really down, my friends would back me up and give me a good laugh. Like the time I decided to shave my head. First week after my treatment, I thought, I am not going to wait for my hair to fall out. So I asked a friend to shave my head. So I rocked up ready to go through this shave the head, and there were about 50 people there. They had organised a whole function for the thing. So we had a lot of laughs. Everyone took a turn at shaving a bit of the hair. And some had coloured their hair and everything. So those kind of things, the positive sides are really good. During my treatment, the hardest thing for me was, because I'm actually a carer for my husband, not being able to care for him as well as I wanted to while I was feeling so awful. Food-wise was a bit of a challenge because where we lived there were no takeaways or places you could really go for a meal without a lot of travel. So to take care of both of us, I had to cook, which in some respects was good because we ate reasonably well. But there was many a time that I didn't really feel like cooking. We just had a toasted sandwich. There were exercise groups I could have gone to. There were makeup sessions I could have gone to. Some of those things that I would have loved to have taken part in, but you weren't able to in the country. One of the other problems living so far away was getting in to see doctors. And the chemist didn't always have the medications that you needed. They'd have to send to Adelaide for them or something like that, so you had to wait for medications. The main reason we moved to the city was the travelling really got to us, just travelling backwards and forwards for everything. It was hard leaving all our friends. All the things that I was involved in did make it really difficult to leave, and one of the hardest things I've ever had to do was to tell some of these people that I was leaving. After all those years of helping everyone else, I've decided it's now time to look after me. And now that I'm living in the city, I can go to the shops and have a cup of coffee if I want to. It's just time for me to look after me. My husband's missing a lot of his legacy mates. But very soon we're going to be involved in legacy in this area, so he'll be able to make other friends, and you know, we're keeping in touch with all the people we knew over there. The only exercise I could do over there was walking, which is great, I love walking, but it doesn't exercise your whole body really. So I wanted to learn yoga or Pilates. There was nothing over there for those. If you're thinking about moving to the city from the country, think very carefully about it. One of the challenges is the fact that you won't get as much for your house in the country as you want to pay for a house in the city. Look into these residential villages, particularly if you're over 50, because a lot of your things are taken care of here. And if you're worried about driving in the city, this particular one that I live in provides a bus that takes you to shopping or doctor's appointments and things, so you don't have to worry about driving. And you can also access cabs and things like that. And I've realised that not everyone who gets cancer will want to or be able to move to the city, but for me it was the right decision, and I'm really happy with that decision. I'm hoping my husband can come to terms with it. But yeah, look, really think hard about making that decision if you think that's what you want to do.